Welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com, and this is your stock watch list for Wednesday, December 6th. Let's go through some news from the Trade Exchange, the news service, and we'll go ahead and check out some news that came out after the bell. All right, did have some earnings after the bell, and we had a VNet, earnings per share, and revenue miss. And that stock down in the after hours on VNet. Next up for earnings, and also keep your eye on some of these insider purchases. Okay, PSEC showed up last night. It's showing up again. PSEC. Let me just check that out. See if that stock's doing anything. Nope, still not doing anything. A lot of insider buys on this PSEC. So we'll see if that does anything in the morning. CLVS had some news after the bell. CLVS stock not doing too much. LQDT earnings per share and revenue miss. You can see the stock was moving down in the after hours. Play, Restoration Hardware, all had earnings. RH, earnings per share inline, revenue miss on Restoration Hardware. Stock tanked and recovered. Play also had earnings, and they were earnings per share beat, revenue miss on Dave & Buster. Stock moving up nicely in the after hours tonight. Vive, earnings per share and revenue beat on Vive, but that stock tanked. So it's very strange, right? Here you got earnings per share inline, revenue miss, and the stock bounces. Here you have earnings per share and revenue beat, and the stock goes down. So you never know with these earnings. That's why you can't hold stocks, into earnings. I mean, unless you're long term on a particular name, but even when their earnings are good, they can still go down. It depends, what the guidance is and what they say on the conference call and things like that. So keep that in mind. If you're holding some stocks and earnings are coming up, be very careful. At least be watching the action if you're in some of the names when earnings are coming out. All right. HQY had earnings after the bell, and let's see, they beat by 4 cents, beats on revenue. Stock kind of dipped down here, but recovered, it looks like, on HQY. Evercore up the price target on Pandora, but not much going on there in the after hours on Pandora. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Director for DDD 3D Systems. Director purchased 40,000 shares at $8.94, and that was moving DDD up in the after hours. So that was the one I was kind of looking for up top there in the pink. Your crude API crude numbers came out after the bell tonight. It was a drawdown. We have USO kind of moving down a little bit in the after hours, and here's your API numbers right there. All right. Let's see if there was anything else. MGNX announces closing. MGNX, that stock just moving down in the after hours. And let's see if there was anything else. Here's some of your earnings before Wednesday's open. We have AEO, Fred, HRB, VRA, and then after the bell we have AVGO. This is the Broadcom for semiconductors. So that'll be really important since the semiconductors have been moving down. We have OKTA after the bell. Lulu, big name there. Lulu will be definitely watched on those earnings. TLRD, VRNT, also after the bell tomorrow for Wednesday. All right, so keep that in mind. Let me just scroll back and see if I missed any other big stories. ATAX, let's see if that did anything after hours tonight. ATX, not really, it doesn't really trade that much. ATAX. Other than the earnings, kind of a slow after hours session. GWPH. Let's check that one out. Not really doing much in after hours. So that's pretty much it for the news after the bell. Score, SCOR, signs expansion agreement, SCOR. Not really doing much on that. Cure was a big winner today, CUR. Wow, moved higher in the after hours. CUR, nice pop there. And a nice run today in after hours on Cure. So, we'll have that one probably on watch for tomorrow, see if there's any kind of continuation move. But the stock was up 176% on CUR. Let's see, Edit, VKTX had some news. Was that a public offering? VKTX, so that stock down in the after hours on VKTX. Amazon cancels farmer license application in Maine, raising questions about its healthcare plans. CNBC, that came out from CNBC. So I wonder if that moves CVS, not really, and WBA didn't really move up, and Fred is another one, and Rad are other pharmaceutical retailers. So not really much reaction to that in the after hours. All right. So that's some of the news from the trade exchange, and let's go ahead and look at the futures now. It's about 7:45 my time. Futures, Dow futures up 23, S&P futures up 3, NASDAQ futures up about 6. For some of our top gainers tonight, like I mentioned, CUR, BIOC. We actually traded this in the service at ZozoStockWatch.com today, over 81 cents, and we got a beautiful move in that one. RVNC on the winners list today, MBRX, Depot, DDD, Snap got an upgrade today, and then you see your stocks that were down. Galt had a foul, Toll Brothers down on earnings, Mattel was down, and then Disney pulled back from that big move, and QD also moved down again. Foot Locker also down today. All right, so that's some of your stocks that were down. If we go ahead and we scroll through the trade exchange mailing email letter each night that they send out for your call activity, unusual call activity, ADVM, Autodesk, Verizon, EQT, Double L, VIX, AOBC, that's America Outdoor Brands. I think their earnings are coming up this week, so I'll have to check that. And then on the unusual put side, we had CPB, Campbell Soup, Galt, Teva, and the IBB itself. All right, so that's some of your unusual put and call activity. And let's check the calendar for tomorrow. Don't forget unemployment numbers coming up, or how we say employment numbers coming up 8:30 on Friday. For Wednesday the 6th, MBA mortgage applications, 8:15 ADP, 8:30 productivity costs, 10:30 we have the oil numbers coming out at 10:30. The API is what came out today at 4:30. That was the numbers I was reading to you earlier, and the USO was down a little bit in the after hours. Companies reporting, like I said, we went over that. Just looking to see if that American Outdoor Brands, when do they report? I think it might be, oh, here it is. Okay, so it's on Thursday. All right, so they're reporting Thursday after the bell, American Outdoor Brands. This used to be the old Smith & Wesson. All right, so just keep that in mind on AOBC. Let's actually let's look at that chart. Here's the daily chart, ABOC, kind of basing here. Looks like it was up in the after hours tonight, AOBC. So throw that one on watch for tomorrow. All right, maybe trade it during intraday trading on AOBC. That's once again the old Smith & Wesson company there. All right. Let's see if there was anything else before we get into the watch list. I'm going to keep this, I'll keep the video short tonight because, the markets have been a little bit sluggish. We have the SPY moving down a couple of candles now from the highs. The Qs also, threatening to break this 152. We've been holding that area, but threatening to break it. The IBB was up and then it reversed down today. So the markets are not as I guess, for lack of a better word, consistent as last week in their upward move. A little more volatility in the markets, a little more back and filling. Take a look at the Dow Jones 30. That one is pulling back, but still not a lot of damage done here as opposed to the IBB, the IWM, pulling back, IWC. And so maybe like some tax withdrawals from Trump, that it passed the Senate. Maybe that was kind of baked in the cake, and now we're kind of resetting on some of these indices. So we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get into the watch list. Like I said, we'll keep it short and sweet tonight. ADMP, nice pop here, 2.3 million shares. We'll see how that sets up intraday. I just added this AOBC. We'll see if this one wants to give us a move. BIOC, which we traded in the service today from break. Here's my line. I was showing them, and we got over that 81 cents and a beautiful pop here in BIOC. It made my day on that one. CASI, we'll see if there's any kind of continuation move in CASI. CHK, I don't know. I'm just keeping this one on watch. It's kind of holding the 10 SMA here. We had this push up, now a 2-stick pullback. Will depend on what oil is going to do tomorrow. CRNT, trying to maybe make a continuation move. CRNT, 1.7 million shares traded. So I'll have that on watch. Cure, I don't know, was a big move today. I think this one needs to pause a little bit, consolidate before I get back involved in that one. CVRR, oil gas refining, nice pop today. See if there's any kind of continuation, maybe some kind of swing trade in this CVRR. We'll see. DDD, like we said, there was that insider buying on the name, so the stock popped up. The counterpart, the sympathy play to that is SSYS. All right, and we'll see if there's any kind of sympathy play also in SSYS. That's another 3D printer. Depot, they had the news today, it popped a little bit. We'll see if there's any kind of setup intraday on that one. DPW, strong close again, even after the offering. So that's a big, strong move here in DPW. We'll see if we get like a red to green or some kind of consolidation setup. EBIO trying to come up off the bottom, 4.4 million shares. It's at 70 cents right now, so we'll have this one on watch. EKSO, we traded this in the service today, and we got a very nice pop in EKSO on this name, and nice move there. So I'll watch it again for tomorrow. GLBS, certain shippers have been running, we'll look at this on the 30-minute chart. I think it's easier. So if this can get back over probably this $1.50 spot here, might get interesting again on GLBS. The rest of the shippers really not doing much. Dries, DCIX, SBLK, not really doing too much. Sino, just kind of, meandering, I guess. NM, NAT. But GLBS was getting some action today, so I'll have it on watch tomorrow to see if we can get over that $1.50 spot again on GLBS, like right in this area here. All right, HIMX, kind of basing under 14 here. So not a favorite though, but considering it's a semiconductor and all the damage that's been done in the semiconductors, HIMX holding up pretty well here. So we'll see if that one wants to do anything. KOPN kind of bottom fishing here a little bit. We came down to the 400 SMA, the purple line here, and we bounced off. Now we're there again. So I'm watching this if it wants to bounce, if it can get back over maybe, 318 or 320 for that break of 325. Mara was having a decent close today. So here's Mara. So we'll see if this one wants to set up intraday. Here was the close on Mara today. Then it kind of just drifted off during the after hours. So we'll see if there's anything left there. Let me get rid of this. That's a typo. All right, NOG. Possible continuation move, another oil name. Once again, it's going to depend on oil and what oil does tomorrow. PPHM. It's kind of a cup with a handle kind of thing going on here, but volume a little bit light on this one, so it's not a favorite. PXS, this shipper, it's been halted, reopened about, I don't know. Well, actually today I think it only did it about 4 times, where as opposed to, I think 12 or 15 times these other days. I'll keep it on watch another day, but it looks maybe like it might be done. But, famous last words there, right? Something might be done. PZRX. Trying to get over this 112 spot, so keep your eye on this one if it can get over that 112. SQ, organized pullback here to the 50. Couldn't get back over the 5 EMA. The high was 38.59 today, so we'll see on that one. XXII, 1.3 million shares, kind of holding above this 20 SMA. So we'll see. It's not a favorite. It's kind of in this consolidation period. Would like it better if we get back over the 50 SMA here on XXII. And lastly, ZN, nice pop, nice volume. I think they got a contract or something. ZN. So we'll see if there's any kind of continuation move in this name. All right, this has been Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. Thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button. Help me help you. And, if you hit that like button, that makes my channel more important. And this way gives me the incentive to keep doing the videos. All right. So hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be putting out another video, stocks to watch, tomorrow night. Hope these videos are helping. Leave comments. If you have any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to leave some stocks in the comments below. Thanks for listening and have a great night.